Jesus Christ be praised, it's Henry. Warhorse Studios surprised all of us KCD players this past Thursday when they not only officially revealed the next Kingdom Come game, but also gave us a trailer and a potential release window. What's going on, everyone? My name is DJCS and welcome to an all-new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing my live reaction to the trailer and also talk about some things I noticed afterwards. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video. At some point in the future, I'm going to be working on uploading my KCD playthrough. It's going to take some time because of editing and whatnot, stuff like that. But I will be uploading that hopefully before KCD 2 comes out. So, turn on your notifications to be notified when I upload my playthrough if you're interested in Kingdom Come Deliverance. And of course, if you enjoy this video, go ahead and drop it a like. Kingdom Come Deliverance takes place in the 15th century. You play as Henry, the son of a blacksmith, who lives a carefree life that most young people do, even in the 15th century. Spends time with his friends, getting into trouble, drinking beer, flirting with women, and ignoring his duties. Until trouble comes calling to his small little village, and everything and everyone he knew was killed and burned to the ground. After barely escaping on horseback, Henry makes it to the next town over and warns them of the oncoming onslaught. Henry is then set on getting revenge and thus his journey begins. Though, it's not that simple. KCD is an RPG in the truest form and is very skill-based. Henry, for a lack of a better term, is worthless. He can't fight, he can barely swing a sword, he can't use a bow and arrow, he can't even read. So you have to make him learn how to do these things. Even if you, the player, knows how to make him attack and block, Henry doesn't know how to do those things, or at least he doesn't have the skill high enough to do it. I found out quickly that you need to find alternative ways to fight sometimes, such as sneaking into an enemy's camp and poisoning their food. Alchemy played a big part in my early playing of the game. The game is very true to the time, very down to earth, and although it features alchemy for making potions and the like, there is no wizardry or witchcraft, no mystical creatures or other unrealistic aspects. The game focuses on realism and being historically accurate. They even brought in historical architects to help them capture the buildings of the time. The game was made by Warhorse Studios in 2018. Warhorse Studios is a small indie gaming company based in Prague who have only made Kingdom Come Deliverance, and now its follow-up game. As of 2019, after the purchase of Koch Media, the company had 131 employees, but has since grown to 250. Now compare that to the almost 2,000 for a company like Rockstar Games, who is also part of a bigger company in 2K. Like I said, Warhorse is an indie game studio and it's just them, and it's amazing what they could do with limited amounts of people. I had to record my live reaction in my car during a break just because I wasn't sure if I could find the time with everything else going on.
Peggy 18.
Ooh, to the neck. Jesus Christ be praised, it's Henry! Yes. Oh, he looks so much older.
Becoming more than a peasant.
Why does his voice sound different?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life? It can end before it gets started.
It looks good.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man.
This looks really good.
Wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like
Crossbows!
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Oh, mutt! Ooh, some explosives. Yes.
O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off.
Explosives. Nice. Nice.
So the trailer starts off with shots of battle and war. This could be the continuation of the war with Sigismund. I did notice the colors of their clothing, which is very important in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It tells you who their allegiance is with. The first person, who takes an arrow to the neck, looks like they're wearing red and white, which is the colors of Tomberg, but as we go through the trailer, I realize that this is likely not the case, and this is a different house. A new house that will be a prominent adversary throughout the game. In this next shot, we see green, which could be Sasau. I don't recognize the symbol on the guy's back, though. To the left, this could be Ratai, with the yellow and black. The bell tolls, and we get some establishing shots of Bohemia. Someone is at the gallows. We see Sir Marvart von Aulitz, a familiar face to KCD players. Then we finally see Henry, and he looks like he's aged a bit, but it could just be due to the better graphics and rendering. The detailing in his clothing here looks amazing. We hear Henry's voice, and it sounds much deeper, more aged, which would make sense as it has been 6 years since the first game came out, so the actor and Henry's character model is based on and voiced by Tom McKay has gotten older, and voices can change a bit in 6 years. Henry states that he always dreamed of leaving this place, and we see shots of what may be the tree where Henry's parents were buried. There seems to be a wedding going on of some sorts. Maybe Henry and Teresa are getting hitched. We see what looks like Henry here dancing with someone who I don't believe is Teresa, and is not the same person in a white wedding dress that we saw. Henry here also doesn't seem suited for a wedding, so maybe this is the wedding of someone else, like Sir Hans Capon or someone else, and this may not be anywhere near Henry's home in Skalitz. Just theorizing on the images we see. Back to war, as it appears someone shows up at the gates in the dead of night and chooses violence.
I choose violence.
We then see Henry investigating a body, or maybe looting it, as he seems to have battle wounds on his face here. One thing I am wondering with this game is if they're going to make us have to learn to fight all over again. In the first game, the fighting was very skill-based, and you had to learn to do things like block and parry and fighting combos. Upgrading your skills and strength as you level up to be able to fight more people or stronger foes without getting demolished. How are they going to incorporate all of that? I was a 10-time Ratai tourney champion, and if I have to go back to basics, that is going to really suck. I'm sure the game will feature new techniques for us to learn, and I thought maybe this was one of those moments where Henry would learn a new fighting technique, but the guy standing across from Henry is the same one who came walking up to him while the other guards had their crossbows aimed at him, so likely not an ally, at least not at first. In this shot, we can see some Lords of Lipa, however you say it, representing Ratai, however you pronounce that as well. The red and white mean it could be meant from Tomberg or this new antagonist army. I'm not quite sure who these 4 men are here. Again, with the updated models, people are going to look a little different. And there's another shot of Sir Marvart here, who's looking to be leading this army in red and white. Again, the colors of Tomberg, so I'm not quite sure what is going on here. This could just be some editing trickery that's going on. There's these new shields in the background here that are very long and almost full-bodied. You can only imagine how heavy those will be and how quickly we will get over-encumbered while carrying them. We hear the voice of Isvan Toth taunting Henry.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man.
This could just be a random fight, or this could be the culmination of the battle we saw starting earlier when the guy came walking out of the gates and the guards had the crossbows on Henry as Henry was checking or looting the body. Then there's a series of almost dreamlike shots or nightmares for Henry.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
We see Henry grabbing what I believe is his father's sword. We get more action shots as the hits go along with the music. I love it when they do that. We see our first look at the crossbow, one of the new weapons for the game. Henry takes out this guard with what looks to be like a finishing blow, so I wonder if that too will be a new feature in the game. We see Isvan Toth in a few shots here. Hopefully he will get his comeuppance in this game. Then Henry reacts to an explosion, and he uses the crossbow, which I can't wait to use. We see Henry getting tortured here. That's not good. And this shot here, they want us to believe is Henry, I believe, but That's not really his style. This almost seems more like Lord Hans Capon, Sir Hans Capon. I don't know. I can't remember what he is. But yes, this seems like Hans Capon style here with the gloating and the taunting on the horse. Mutt appears to be returning in this game, which will be great for hunting. Then we see the first look at the boom cannons or guns or whatever they're going to call these. Gunpowder was first used for guns starting in the 14th century, and KCD takes place in the 15th century, so they were likely around in the first game, they just didn't put them in due to coding and such. There is a big focus on explosions and gunpowder in the trailer. Adding a gun-like weapon to a game like KCD may change the overall aspect of how the game is played, but I'm sure they will lock it to your resources and stuff like that. You're going to need materials to be able to use it. It's not just going to be an unlimited thing. But I'm sure we'll pick up gunpowder while we're looting and we can purchase it. But again, I don't think it's going to be a widely available resource. Words like bastard, peasant, orphan, and lover are blasted on the screen with this Zool crest-like image behind them.
There is no Dana. There is only Zool.
The House of Zool was heavily featured in the Band of Bastards DLC, where you can unlock a really good armor set. So I'm not really sure. Again, it's similar, but it's not quite dead on. The word warrior, though, does not have the same background. Instead, has a wounded-looking Henry. Interesting that they singled out warrior. After the word lover is displayed, we see Henry kissing a redheaded woman. This could be the same woman we saw Henry dancing with earlier, though in the first KCD, Henry was known for being a bit of a player. And even though I tried to keep him loyal to Teresa, he did sleep around with a few different women. Though, I don't remember any redheads. After we get the main title card, we see some men light gunpowder on fire, leading to an explosion, and then we get the release window, coming 2024. When a buddy of mine who actually gifted me the first game, Sir Reldar, told me that Warhorse was going to have an announcement on Thursday, April 18th, and that all signs were pointing to announcement of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I joked and said they will have a trailer and a release date in September. He thought it was too soon for a trailer, but I was half right, for now anyway. With no release date given, they are likely holding out until they are closer to final production and are definitely aiming for this year, though there is a chance it could get delayed until the year of GTA 6, 2025. I'm excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 after playing the first one and struggling at first, but then really getting into the groove and figuring out the playstyle. I really enjoyed it. To the point, it made it into the top 10 games I played last year. Where did it rank? Well, you'll have to watch that video and find out. You can click up here to see it if you want. With the cliffhanger the first game left us on, what does the future hold for Henry? I'm not sure, but I will definitely be playing this game when it releases. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Did you play the first game? Are you looking forward to the second? If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications as I mentioned before, so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you enjoyed this, please drop a like. It really helps the video and the algorithm, helps push it to YouTube, tell YouTube, hey, people are interested in this. I'd appreciate it. With all that said and done, Jesus Christ be praised. It's Henry, again. Have a good one, guys. And as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes.